You ever notice how some people stay miserable no matter what? Well, that's because not everyone's really looking for happiness. Some of them are actually looking for sympathy. But we're going to dive into it on this episode of Therapeutic Talks.
So be sure to tune in, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another week of Therapeutic Talks. Today, we're talking about how most people don't actually want to be happy. But before we dive into it, we want to get to introduce our co-host, our leading lady of the show, and our special guest today. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Ladies first.
Hey, y'all. My name is JOURNEI ELOISE.
I've been before, but y'all know me, Najee, aka KP.
All right. So first off, we talking about how most people don't actually want to be happy. So what I want to ask y'all to start out the show is, why do y'all feel like most people complain but don't take the proper steps to fix their situation?
Lady first again.
You can't do ladies first. I'm the co-host. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, honestly, people, that's a multi-faceted answer because some people still blame their past. Some people still blame people in the past. I mean, I think I talked about my last episode when I was here, looking in the mirror, and I've been a victim many, many times of like not letting go and not really being there for myself. And again, like with the self-sabotage, and I mean, you really gotta like look at the bigger picture, especially when you like dealing with yourself.
Yeah.
Like you are the most important person in your life, and eventually that's gonna, hit you in your face eventually. So pretty
Okay.
much.
I feel like it's easier to complain. It's harder to put the work in. So since it's easier to complain, people kind of get stuck on doing what's easy and what's in front of them first, and then they handle it later. And I think a lot of people get used to, like Najee said, a lot of people just aren't like there with letting go of everything. And when it has such a emotional effect on them, I think that they get stuck on it, and it starts to hinder your process of development because you're so emotionally bound to something that you can't get over. And if you feel like there's no resolution, then of course you won't be able to get over it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't have that self strength to turn to themselves and fix the issue, even if they don't get that answer out the person that they're looking for. People think they need closure.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they complain so much, because they think they need closure, and closure is coming from the other person. But closure comes from yourself too.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that.
Okay, so you're mentioning closure. What are the steps that you feel like you should take to be able to get to that closure?
Step one, looking at yourself. Well, no, pause. Step one is looking at the problem. What is the problem? Why did this happen the way that it happened? Step two is looking at yourself. What role did you play? Because I think we often get caught up in pointing the finger so much. And you know the saying where they be like, you point one finger, you got 3 pointed back at you and 4 pointed back at you, So what do you do that is causing the issue to consistently build or keep going, or, and then the third step is resolving it. What are you going to do to resolve it? Because if you keep dwelling on it, you're never going to move on.
Yeah.
And baggage. We don't want baggage.
No, we do not. Najee?
I'm definitely gonna piggyback on that because, I mean, again, with the just like looking at yourself, you can, I'm about to like make a crazy analogy. Like, if somebody's racist and they got their hat hung up on that, and you trying your best to get them to look at equality and like all these things that's polar opposite of that, like somebody, like y'all know like how racist people are and stuff like that. Like you gotta just like, in a sense, let them be racist, because you're gonna be going like tit for tat and like pulling teeth for them to try to understand that you're a person too, spite, you know what I'm saying, like your skin color, your sexuality, whatever the case may be. But now compare and contrast that to like something like a bigger picture. Like if you haunted from your traumas, if you haunted from your past and stuff like that, you can't, that's gonna bother you until you 6 feet under. You really gotta like look in the mirror and get your closure. You gotta do that for yourself, because sometimes a sorry not even going. It'll be 20 years and somebody finally say, you know what? I think I did hurt you. You're not even gonna really. That shit not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta like gain control of yourself and really like lock in and understand that you matter and just honestly like the stuff I be learning, man. You just gotta say like you just gotta like boss up and just be with you, like be cool with you. So
Okay. So what do you think makes people say, you know what, I tried being happy, but it's just not really working out for me. So I'll tell people obviously I want to be happy because that's cliche. Everybody say they want to be happy. Everybody want peace, happiness for their life. But a lot of people in their mind, they be like, I'll say it, but I'm not really pursuing happiness and I'm not really going out to get happiness because it's not just something that comes to you.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, they still holding on to something, bro. Like to truly, and I've been haunted. I've been haunted by that type of stuff. Like truly, like letting go. That's when you truly gonna be happy, even if it's a little bit, bro. That little bit is a big ass like percentage of like your happiness.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, you can't lie to you can't lie to nobody but your. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't. You can't lie to nobody. Like you know the truth. So yeah, I'm happy. Are you really? You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like. So like I don't know, at the end of the day, you really got to make that change, let it go, be happy, smile. It's a lot of things to do in life, travel. You know what I'm saying? Find different niches, hobbies, all type of stuff, man. So you just got to be there for yourself, man.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah, you.
All right, let's hear your input, host.
I feel like, the idea of being happy, it sounds great and everything that comes with it is ideal, happy life, great relationships with friends, partners, whatever, parents. But a lot of people don't understand that it's like work to be you have to work to be happy.
Yeah.
You can't just, rest on your morals and be like, yeah, I'm happy. No, like you have to go actually pursue something in life and actually really strive to be somebody in life. The vision that you have in your head, the progress you see on the way to that vision, that's what brings you happiness, I feel like. Like whether it's YouTube, TikTok, or music, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like you really strive for your happiness, is allowing yourself to be in love in the process of becoming the best version of yourself. And I feel like that's how you really find your happiness for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
100.
I would say getting rid of things is gonna help you be happy. Like when I think of myself and I put myself in the shoes of the question to answer it, like reflecting on myself, I would say that getting rid of things have made me happy, because in order for you to be happy, I feel like you have to change. And that's like changing certain habits and taking things out of your life. Like my little sister been trying to get me to stop smoking. So yeah, like that's something that I was like more so, I wouldn't say dependent on, but like, people irritate you, be like, boy, I'm finna go hit the wood. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go, to pass time. But it's like, you gotta be able to make yourself happy. Like, you gotta take all that stuff away. And I think that was like something that I needed to take away. And like, even like drinking or going out, and even though I didn't do it a lot, it was just enough for me to know that I'm not gonna be happy doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so cutting out the temporary happiness for the long-term happiness, like, putting in that work and stop going to the La Chicos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you say getting rid of people, you say get rid of people, that brings me to my next question as well. I was going to say, I was going to ask y'all, do y'all feel like the process of getting rid of people, is that a way to also, step into your happiness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me hear about it.
I mean, toxic people, bro. They have to go. It's not rocket science or anything like that. Everybody in this room, I'm pretty sure, has had some toxicity dealing with people, certain people. And again, it's how much do you love yourself? At the end of the day, how much do you respect yourself? Like, you can't let people siphon off your greatness, siphon off your love, your time, your money. Like, no aspect of you people should be, if they're not adding and they're subtracting, and they're not multiplying, not saying like that's the only reason people should be around you, because it's more than I don't know, monetary, like spending time with people, like genuine things, that's cool, that's dandy and stuff like that. But like anything other than that, they taking it, you losing your hair, you stressing. No, they gotta go.
What if they're not toxic? What if they're just people that's just in your life? And we talked about outgrowing on the show before, outgrowing people.
Yeah.
What happens if it's just somebody that, you know, you don't see moving at the same pace as you?
That depends how close they are to you. Because if it's, you know, a regular job, you know, co-worker, whatever the case may be, or somebody you see every single day, but they're not as close, like me and you know what I'm saying? It probably shouldn't affect you like that. But if it's like a regular person, you know, like, oh, he or she is elevating, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know, like it really depends on if that person close to you. Because then that'll make you look in the mirror like, damn, they doing good. Like I should be elevating too, you know? You probably really don't need people around you who are complacent. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Danny?
I would say, you know how I am. I'm gonna get rid of everybody when I gotta work on myself. Everybody gotta go. Everybody gotta go. From you to you to you to you to you. You just gotta go because I don't know. Like I find happiness in being alone. And I was listening to somebody talking. It was like sometimes you gotta have people around you, and that's cool. Like you know, I enjoy being around people. I'm a people person, but sometimes I just like being alone. And I think I'm more happy when I'm alone because from my experiences, and it could be like a trauma response, like people come with drama. People come with so much baggage and then they want you to carry the baggage. Like it just depends on the person. Some people, not all people are like that. But people that I've run across, like I know that at least I feel like I now understand my purpose on this earth is like to heal, to help, to get people to understand what they have going on and stuff like that. But it is draining. Like, it is draining. Like, dealing with people who hand you all their problems and stuff like that. I just feel like people like that got to go. People who are complacent in life and people who aren't moving in life or moving forward, they got to go too. People who, like, I don't know. I just feel like they just got to go because it's going to hinder your process of you being happy because then you're going to feel obligated as a person to support them. And that's just natural. Like, that's a natural instinct. When we say somebody is our friend, our brother, our sister, our cousin, we're going to feel naturally obligated to pick up where they left off or help them where they need help at. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, them people got to go sometimes. Like, sometimes them people got to go and you got to focus on yourself if you really want to make yourself happy. You got to put yourself first. Like, and I had to learn that. You got to put yourself first because the more you continue to put yourself last, the more you'll fall behind. The more you'll be last in line. Easy. Yes. Easy work.
Yeah. Sometimes you do have to put yourself first. And that's another way to, you know, really proceed to get to your happiness is putting yourself first. Because if you keep putting people above you every single time, I understand, you know, putting your friends above you in certain situations, make sure they get some looks or whatever. But in every single situation, you're falling behind so far at the point where now you're putting yourself possibly in a depression.
Exactly.
You know, like, because now you're like, man, everybody passed me by and I didn't handed out so many opportunities that honestly were mine, but I just wanted to be nice and I want to be, you know, the best friend I could possibly be. And you kind of set yourself up in the worst type of way.
Exactly. And you shouldn't want to be around people that do that anyway. You should not want to be around people that want to take and never give. That's number one. And I just want to say that. You should not want to be around. If you see somebody consistently, oh, this is going on. Oh, this is going on. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And they're not ever asking you how you're doing, what you have going on, are you okay? That person don't care about you being happy. That person wants your happiness because you walked around here like a little light bulb and they need that light. Okay? Don't let them take your light.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
So let me ask y'all this question. At the end of the day, do you feel like happiness is in your hands or do you feel like it's above you? Do you feel like it's within your control?
Absolutely in your hands. Like, again, man, like at the end of the day, like it's good to have a boyfriend, it's good to have family, this and that. And I've been one who had everything and still at the end of the day be like, damn, what's missing? That's insane. So like you really, really, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like like your happiness is up to you. That's nobody's responsibility, you know? And we may feel like it, like just because we, you know what I'm saying, born on this earth, it's like we feel entitled to many, many things. And you know what? I wouldn't even argue that because I understand it, you know? But at the same time, man, Like once you get into the real world, bro, it's truly, truly up to you to find your happiness. Like you can't. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? If that makes you happy and you finally got that peace that you've been striving for, you won, man.
Yep.
You won.
Definitely.
In my opinion.
Okay. Journey?
I agree. I think that it's all in your hands. And if you think or if you make yourself believe that it's above you, then it's always going to be above you. Perception is something as well to take into consideration, perception of everything. So if you believe that it's above you, it's always going to be above you. It's never going to be in your hands. You got to know that you have control over your life and you set the standard for everything. And you know, it's yours. Like everything is yours. It's yours. So claim it. You want to be happy, say you happy every day and you're going to be happy one day. You got to put that on yourself. You have to speak that on yourself. And a lot of people don't know that when you have like our subconscious mind, what I learned in psychology, our subconscious mind, you only think about yourself. So when you're talking about other people, your subconscious mind only thinks about yourself. So I'm saying like, oh, I don't like their shoes. Next day, I might turn around and be like, damn, I don't like my shoes. What's going on, man? Because I then read somebody down. Now I'm reading myself down because I only think about myself. So just keep that in mind. You're only thinking about yourself. So speak those positive things and know that it's all in your hands. Everything is in your hands and it's always in reach. Like you don't have to never overextend your arm, overextend your body to get something that you want. It's always yours. It's always yours.
Okay. You kind of dove into what I was basically going to ask y'all, how do y'all, before we get up out of here, how do y'all feel about the people that are at home that want happiness, that have tried to seek it and gave up on it before?
I mean, life is peaks and valleys. It's a roller coaster. It's like it's up and down. Like people do give up, but I don't want to be like nonchalant towards like people with mental health. People got all type of stuff going on, financial instability. I mean, just all type of stuff. But it's like, it's unfortunate, I guess, but it's still your responsibility. Like it don't matter how hard it get, cause you still gonna be right there next day. Still gonna Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, month, year, you still gonna be right there. So it's eventually, if you care about yourself enough, if you know, I guess not too far gone on the plight of happiness, love, peace, and all that stuff, man. Like it's up to you. You know, like unfortunately, no matter how bad it hurt, you know, like you gotta buckle down. Essentially,
I would say I watched like so much like interviews and speaking things. I took something away from it and I think it applies real good right now. When you ask God for something, so like say I'm asking him for discernment or whoever you all pray to, if you do that, if you don't, you know, apply it to yourself as I deliver it. But when you ask for certain things, like I'm asking for discernment, he not gonna just be like, discernment.
Yeah.
He gonna be like, here's a situation that's going to make you feel so uncomfortable. You're going to have to learn what discernment is. So you wanting happiness, he not going to just be like, sprinkle, sprinkle, happiness, rainbows and sunshine. No, you're going to have to get through those obstacles because life is nothing but a journey. And you want to learn. You want those lessons to come. You want them to be hard. You want them to push you out your comfort zone. You want them to make you feel like the world is on your shoulders because once you get through it, you're going to be like, oh, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
Oh,
A sense of accomplishment.
yeah. And that's going to make you what? Happy.
Yeah.
Because I defeated the issue. And that's the goal. That is the goal. So you just got to be willing to get through those obstacles. Life is a journey and it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. You want your life to be full of different obstacles and financial instability and stuff like that. You want to go through those processes because if you don't, you'll never learn. How you can't learn off somebody saying it.
Exactly.
It's better to be shown than be told, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, do you want to answer, Mark?
Yeah. So, what I wanted to say was basically, if you're searching for happiness, it's within you first off. It's within you, and you don't need other people to find happiness. But what you do need to do is find whatever sense of motivation or whatever it may be to get you to where you want to go. You need to hone in on who you are and strive to be your best self. And then happiness follows suit. Don't allow outside forces, other voices, whatever it may be, to stop you from being what you want to be and who you want to be, because the progress you make, like I said earlier, is what makes you happy. Whether, like I said, if it's YouTube 2 subscribers, 1 subscriber, it's progress. It's 1 more than you had the other day, 2 more than you had the other day. You upload it every day, that's another upload. You know, that's another soul that's being touched by whatever video you may put out. So just keep that in mind and make sure to keep your mental intact, and then
Always.
happiness will follow up. Happiness will follow up for sure. But thank y'all for coming to sit down with us on the couch 1 more week on Therapeutic Talks. We're going to catch y'all again.